And then we're looking for that R needle to join that long needle and marry them up together. Okay, we're going to push the clutch in. It's fully engaged. We're going to bring the RPM up to 1850. Alrighty, so just like in the airplane, we do our mag check, right? So we're going to pull up on the collective a little bit and roll the throttle down. So 1850 on the RPM, the long needle up on the top right, and manifold on the bottom right. We're going to keep that at 15 and 1850. And then what we do here is we'll check our magnetos. So we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. No more than 125 drop, maybe 50. And then we're going to go to idle, check our freewheeling unit, make sure we have auto rotational capability, which we do. That's a good check. Alrighty. Let's flip there. We're going to go get the ATIS while we're waiting here. Okay. 2062.
Whiskey, observation time 1547 Zulu. Wind 15010, visibility 7. Sky conditions, broken ceiling 2500. Temperature 332.24, altimeter 3012. Runway 180 use, expect a visual approach. Pattern altitude is 1000 feet. Helicopters operating west of runway 18, service to 600 feet. Read back runway hold short instructions and runway assignments. Use caution for bird activity at Space Coast Regional Airport. Inform Patrol on initial contact. You receive information. Whiskey.
Whiskey. Alrighty. We'll set our GPS up here on the transceiver, KTIX. Enter, okay. GPS is still acquiring. Alright, for takeoff checklist, so we're going to get the fuel pump switches on. We'll turn the landing light switches. Make sure it's required, carpet's off. Heater fans on, looking good. Alrighty. We are clear left. Alright, we're going to bring it off the dolly, and we'll contact the tower. As we pull up on the collective, the correlator is going to get a gas. We're in the normal operating range. Do a 2-stage pickup, get everything nice and light. Come on up. Slide to the right. Space Coast Tower, helicopter 8911 Foxtrot, southeast T-hang ramp, information Whiskey, like present position departure to the west to exit the class Delta.
8911 Foxtrot, Space Coast Tower, departure from the ramp will be a pilot's own risk, and on course is approved.
Departure of pilot's own risk, on course is approved, helicopter 11 Foxtrot. Alright, here we go, we got takeoff clearance.
Thank you for your help, appreciate the help, good. 021, we got pleasure.
Seems like any ditch like that is just the perfect way to shutter a prop.
Yeah. And off to the right we go, going out west.
That's, with my sim, I've got the closest thing I can find to a rotorway, and that was a Goembo Capri, a G2.
Oh yes, yes, yeah, it's got the clockwise rotation, yeah.
Yep. I've been flying that thing pretty much everywhere.
Okay, so you want to try to do a little bit of control today?
Sure.
Fly? All right, let's get up to 500 feet. So we're at 200, climbing at about 40, 45 miles an hour.
But yeah, a while back, it's one of those last place I'd landed was Amsterdam, and decided to...
Try it again.
Oh.
I just turned up the squelch.
Last time I think I flew was in Amsterdam. I ended up doing a bunch of auto rotations around the airport. I kind of started like 5,000 feet, 4,000 feet, 3,000, 2,000. I just kept going down 1,000 feet at a time for each auto rotation.
Oh, cool.
It's all like everything was fine, except for one, which I burnt up all my inertia too quickly and hit the ground.
Well, that's not good. Alrighty, so we'll talk about, you got the basic understanding of the controls, and I taught myself in high school how to fly helicopters on Microsoft Flight Simulator, so we know the cyclic, that changes the pitch and roll of the aircraft, it tilts the disc forward, for nose down, aft, for nose up, left to roll left, right to roll right. Anti-torque pedals, that's for our tail rotor. Notice my feet are off the pedals in the collective right now, so she'll basically trim herself out in forward flight. So I don't have to, but we know the pedals change the yaw, right? Left and right? Forward flight, you can pretty much just keep your feet lightly on there, that's all you need. Collective, right now, is just setting the manifold pressure, so we're going to cruise at about 21 inches, so if I want to go a little bit slower, I'll lower the collective, we'll go to 20, and then I'm just pitching to maintain altitude in my scan. I'm looking outside, and we'll just slow down to more like 55, 50. Now if I want to go back to 60, I pull up on a collective, 21 inches, I'm looking outside, I'm paralleling the power lines, and I'm pitching to maintain altitude in my scan. So you see the altimeter bottom left there. If I'm climbing, I push forward. If I'm descending, I pull aft. All right, I want you to put your right hand on your lap. Keep that right there. No, right hand. Oh, there you go. Just rest that forearm on your thigh, and you have this cyclic looking outside. Look at the attitude of the nose. Try to keep it forward there. There you go. Now you can feel what the aircraft's doing. This is very sensitive aircraft. You just put a little input and it reacts, okay? So I want you to parallel these power lines towards the St. Johns River. Look at your altimeter, so you're in a little bit of a climb, so push it forward. Try to keep it at 600. Okay. But focus primarily outside and then come back inside and reference it.
That's 600 right there.
There you go. And all you got to do is pitch forward and aft to maintain 600 feet. And you don't have to move it much. You notice how responsive she is, right?
Yep.
Might hit a little bit of thermal. Looks like that's a thermal right there. And then once we get on the back side of that thermal, that nose will start leveling out again. There you go. And notice how that nose came back up. So you were just in a little bit of a thermal there. That kind of ballooned you up. I was saying, if you keep your forearm on your thigh a little bit, it gives you a little bit of platform to keep your arms stable. Yep. There you go, so you're hitting that. I can just tell you're hitting another thermal as we come up a little bit. We came up 100 feet, so just a little forward cyclic. We'll build up a little airspeed. I'll take out a little collective too, about an inch to help. And then just look at that as you come back in, look at your altimeter as it goes down. Once you get over the river here, you can just make a gentle right turn and start following it northbound at 600 feet. Okay.
24 Delta, same intentions.
Southwest departure, 16 Delta.
24 Delta, roger, on course approved. Leaving the Delta, frequency change is authorized.
All right, clear right, turn right.
Delta.
There you go, I have all controls. Okay. And we talked about auto rotation, so you know how that is. We're lowering the collective down right aft in this aircraft. So in 3, 2, 1, we'll just lower that collective nice and smooth. Right pedal, aft cyclic, rotor, airspeed, trim, landing area. Got a nice landing area over here, so I'm just going to point it in that direction. 60 miles an hour is good. Right in the middle is good. That collective came up, that's why the engine came back. Alrighty, at the bottom we start that cyclic flare. I start bringing the engine up because we're not going to do a touchdown auto. And then we cushion at the bottom. Yep, live to fly another day. So, Gator. Yeah. Is that a gator there or is that just mud?
Mud.
Ah, okay.
Looks like a gator.
Sure, there's plenty of gators out here.
Yep.
Alrighty. some gators on the water there. There's one.
Yep.
Yep, if you want to pull your phone out, you can work out on that.
Bunch of cows over there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, they're hot. They're in the water, trying to cool off.
Yep.
Turning right. You can just see how maneuverable this thing is.
Yep.
Alrighty, got the circle of trees here. We'll come around and start heading on back.
Okay. I just saw a horseshoe crab just sitting there on the beach.
Yeah, you can see how shallow it is in these areas here. It's like knee-high, if that.
Yeah.
Very shallow waters.
A duck or something just running along.
Yeah. Be so hot. Most of the gators are down low. This guy right here, I can see him.
Yep.
Got his head sticking up. Already climbing on up.
Back, runway, hold short instructions and runway assignment. Use caution for bird activity at Space Coast Regional Airport. Inform control on initial contact. You receive information whiskey. Space Coast Status information whiskey. Observation time 1547 Zulu. Wind 15010, visibility 7. Sky conditions broken ceiling 2,500. Temperature 332.24, altimeter 3012. Runway 18 in use. Expect a visual approach. Pattern altitude is 1,000 feet. Contact west, runway 18, service to 600 feet. Back, runway, hold short instructions and runway assignments. Use caution.
Space Coast Tower, helicopter 8911 Foxtrot, about 4.5 miles due west of the airfield. At 500 feet inbound, southeast T-hangar ramp with whiskey.
Helicopter 8911 Foxtrot, Space Coast Tower, roger. Proceed inbound and report crossover Interstate 95.
Okay, report Interstate 95, helicopter 11 Foxtrot. Ready. if you want, you stow your phone away, and then you could just get a little stick time again on the cyclic there. That's the hardest one. Alrighty, there you go. You got the cyclic. Let's try to keep it between 400 and 500 feet. Straight ahead, you can see runway 9, 12 o'clock. You're just going to fly right in that direction towards the airport. Maintain 400 to 500 feet.
Okay.
Let's see, about 65 miles an hour, and we're doing a whopping 50 miles an hour over the ground. So we got about 10, 15 mile per hour headwinds up here.
Yep. Guessing we hit a thermal.
Yep. You'll feel that depending on the type of terrain you're flying over.
Yep.
Uneven heating of the Earth's surfaces. Tower, helicopter 11 Foxtrot is I-95 inbound.
Helicopter 11 Foxtrot landing at the ramp will be at pilot's own risk.
Landing at the ramp, pilot's own risk, helicopter 11 Foxtrot. Is that, do you know who that is? Is that Dave?
I don't know anyone there.
Oh, you don't know anyone there? Did Dad hasn't taken you up in there recently?
Not recently, yeah.
Okay. That's definitely a thermal hitting you there.
Yep.
Alrighty, I'll take all the controls. Good job. Something you want to do one day, learn how to fly?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's good. What are you thinking after high school? What do you want to do?
Probably get on with airline.
Okay, so you want to go to flight school?
Yep.
Alright, where are you thinking about going?
Probably something United, Delta, something
Okay.
like that.
Well, you got to start somewhere first. Where you
Yep.
got to go to flight training. Where are you thinking? You got to go to flight school first.
Embry-Riddle.
Embry-Riddle. Okay, so you want to go to Embry-Riddle.
Yeah.
How are you going to pay for that? Come up with an idea?
Savings and possible scholarships.
Okay. There you go. So you're a good student then. Where do you go to school at?
It's the FLVS, or virtual school.
Oh, okay. Yep. You also got the military. That's an option there to help pay for it.
Yeah.
What I did Army ROTC, and then got in the National Guard. So I went to Florida Tech down the road in Melbourne. I got an aviation degree for the fixed wing, and then the Army taught me all the helicopter flying. And the National Guard is just part-time. So I've been doing that for 17 and a half years, and then in a couple of years I can get a retirement out of that. Pretty good gig.
Yeah. Interesting seeing 927 with a fresh coat of paint.
Which tail number?
Huh?
Which aircraft are you talking about?
I'm talking about that runway, 927.
Oh, 927, yeah.
Yeah. They repainted it.
Oh yeah, no, they repaved it and everything. Looks good.
Yeah. saw a bunch of birds fly out from under the wing of the Learjet.
Yeah. Alrighty, we got an airplane, we got a Robinson there. It's getting busy on the ramp.
Yep.
Come in straight to your dad.
Yep.
He's backing up. Alrighty. There you go, take your headset off first.